Hi guys, welcome back. I am here today because I just thought I'd let you jump in and watch me as I try and attempt to recover my personal hymn book. So I use this hymn book whenever I'm at church, and it's, as you can see, I've had it for a while and it's just really starting to lose it a little bit. So you can see that the spine here is coming away. On the inside, the pages, while they're still bound together pretty well, other than just one or two at the back, they are coming out of the cover. And so I thought I'm just going to start, I just needed to give this a bit of love. I use it a lot, and it really is just becoming a bit of an embarrassment how it's in such bad condition. So I thought I would give it a bit of a spruce up, a bit of love. So I don't actually really know how I'm going to do this. We're just sort of going to wing it and hope for the best. So I guess first of all I'm going to try and remove this out of here. I brought my craft knife in, but I don't really seem to need it. I managed to take that out pretty well. So now we've got the inside here. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to just recover this whole thing with fabric because it's just looking a bit tatty, and I don't know, these hymn books, while they're fine, they're not especially beautiful. So I don't know, I'm kind of fine with recovering it with some nicer new fabric. Yeah, so I think I'm going to do that, and that will sort of pull the spine back in together, hopefully. I'm just going to keep that spine as is, even though it's falling apart. I'm just going to recover it here and on the inside and hope for the best. So I may remove this fabric part from in here, and I'm probably going to end up, yeah, these are all coming out anyway. I'm just going to take out this paper that is on here, and I'll recover that at another time. So here we go. This is coming out pretty well. I don't, like I said, I don't really know how I'm going to go about this. I'm just sort of making this up as I go. And hopefully we will have something that looks okay in the end, and I haven't just, you know, destroyed my hymn book and made a real mess of things. So take all of this out. Put it all over to the side there. And I guess I will recover the outside and the inside of this. And then I will need to see that coming a little bit. It's just the like index part, which I don't really need. So I'm not too worried about it. The rest of it's all held together really well still. So then I will be able to replace that back in here, hopefully when I'm done. So yeah, okay. So that's the first step. We've taken the inside part out. And now I am going to need to recover and kind of connect the spine to the cover, the back and front cover. So I'm going to have to choose some fabric or paper or something to cover it with and figure out how I'm going to get this together. So I'm just going to stop the video for a minute here, and I will be back in just a second with some paper and fabric that I want to use to cover this. So I'll be back in a minute. Guys, it's starting to get dark, so I'm going to have to be quick. I've only brought fabric in. This is the fabric that I've chosen to use as the cover of my hymn book, so I'm going to use that one. It's from my sister and I absolutely love it. I've just gone and got this tape. This tape is pretty heavy duty tape. It's pretty strong, and I think I'm just going to use this to push those two pieces together for now. So, oh, excuse that noise, it's very loud, isn't it? Oh, it's cold today. Like, it's been sunny, and so during the day it was actually pretty nice, but now that it's evening it's getting cold. And the fire's going downstairs, but I'm upstairs, and so the heat doesn't quite make it up here. So it's pretty frosty. This is pretty good strong tape, and I'm going to have obviously the fabric over it. I'm just putting this down to begin with just to line these up. I want to put that bit in. This is is not quite working. Here we go. I'm just going to put this bottom part on anyway. Really get that stuck down. Hope this is strong enough, even if it isn't really that strong. It's just for, it's kind of temporary in a way, like I'm just using it to stick these pieces together for now, so that I can put the fabric over it without it moving too much. So I'll put a bit on the inside as well. Just want to get this really stuck on. Sorry again about the loud noise. So we'll just layer on some of that. We just want it to be really stuck down so that we don't have floppy bits. I may even put some over the other side too, possibly, just because I can see it starting to tear, just perhaps a little bit up there. So I might put that on. I've done this a little bit tight together, I think. I should have left a wee bit of a gap there because it's not wanting to bend quite as nicely as the other side does. But I think it'll probably be all right, hopefully. I have really done it a bit tight. That is annoying. Should have been a little more careful with that. See, this tape maybe isn't the best. It's sort of coming up a bit. That's maybe lucky for me in this situation where I've not quite lined it up properly. I've got it too close together. Let's just give it a wee bit of space in there. And a wee bit up the top here. I'm just going to redo this. I'm just going to redo the tape. Ignore all of what I've done so far. I'm just redoing it from here. Okay. Oh man. That's a mission. Let's try again, leaving a bit bigger gap this time because I obviously pushed them too close together and then it wasn't wanting to bend nicely. So where is the end of this tape? Here we go, found it. I'm just going to take a really big bit and wrap it right around, I think. So we'll get rid of that bit of paper. Layer that down there like that. Pretty happy with how that's lining up. Might just want to pull this part out a little. That's pretty good. Fold her over. That's not too bad, not too bad. Okay, and that folds definitely a little better there than it was before, so that's really good. And I'm going to just add some more tape over to this side. And once again, I've lost the end of the tape. Here we go, this looks like it. Oh, excuse me. That's good. It will just help protect the edges of it a little bit, and hopefully that'll just keep us together a bit better. And use the back of this just to push in nicely and get it all smoothed down. Perfect. Right, that's feeling a lot stronger and a lot better held together. So now we are going to lay out this how we like it, and we just want to leave a wee gap around that size. Kind of, I'm actually going to go up here because there's a bit of a funny fold at the end of that one. So just not a big gap, just about there. And these aren't the best scissors for this, but it's what I've got with me, so that's what we're going to use. Excuse me for all this moving about. So we just want, I don't know how much that is, probably 1/2 inch also around the edge, and then just cutting down here. Awesome. So I've given myself a good amount there, and then cutting down just about here. Doing this so awkwardly. Let's just turn it. And this is by no means beautiful cutting. I am cutting this pretty rough, to be honest. I could have done that nicer. Excuse me. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Okay, there we go. So now what I use often to cover my books is double-sided tape, because honestly it's just the easiest by far. So I've got my double-sided tape here, and I'm just going to layer that down all over, and that's what we're going to use. So I hope it's not getting too dark. The sun is fading fast, so I am trying to rush this a little bit. This is probably going to be in two parts. We'll get the fabric on today, and then I'll do the inside papers and sticking the book back together again, probably in part 2, when I've got a little more light and a little more time on my side. So this is all I do when I'm well, sometimes I use glue, but sometimes I just use double-sided tape. I don't really know about double-sided tape, how, like, it works so well. It really works so well. I love using double-sided tape, but I don't know, like, about how the longevity of it, kind of. I'm not sure if it, like, will, like, you know, when you see in old books, like, tape, and it's really yellowed and really, falling to bits, it's not holding up very well anymore. Like, I wonder if that's just what's going to happen with my books too. But then again, like, how long does that take? Like, would glue be much better? I don't know. And so I don't really know. If anyone has some information on the longevity of double-sided tape compared to glue, which ones are better, I would love to know. I would be really curious to know about that. But for now, I'm just using this. It's just on my own personal book anyway. It's just really good and strong, and so I really like that. I really like how tough it is and how I can cover a whole book with it so easily, because I just really struggle with glue seeping through my fabrics that I am putting on my journal cover. Like, I just really find that the glue comes through, and I hate that. I really struggle with it. I'm not sure, am I putting too much glue on? Do I need a lot less or something? I don't know. But double-sided tape so far has been my answer. It seems to just work super well and covers the book really nicely. So that's what I like to do. Getting near the end of this now. We've got all the peeling to do, so I think I am going to perhaps speed the peeling up a bit and voice over that, because that's going to be tedious to watch. Okay, now we have all the double-sided tape on. It's time to try and get this stuck on. So I'm just going to layer this on as centered as I can and pull out my fabric nice and tight as much as I can do. And now we'll flip it over. We've got a bit of creasing, so we'll try and get that flat as we can. And really push it on. Really get it in there. I love this fabric. It is so pretty. I love this colour, this beautiful burgundy kind of dark red colour. And I'm just going to use the back again of my craft knife. I don't have a bone folder, so this is what will do for me. I need to just get that wee bubble out there. Looking good. So now we're going to flip it over, and we're going to fold in our corners and double-sided tape them down. So I've got this half strip here that I used on the front, and I'm just going to use that on these. I might actually cut that in half again, and just go ahead and put a bit there and a bit there on each of my corners. I think that will help stick them down a little bit. I hope you can still even remotely see what I'm doing, because it's really getting dark in here and I have no light bulb because the light bulb blew and I haven't replaced it yet. I'm going to town tomorrow, so hopefully I will pick up a light bulb when I'm in the city, and hopefully we can have a light in here. That would be fabulous. Right, okay, once again, gonna peel these and I will see you when I finish that. Okay guys, those have been all peeled, so now all I'm doing is in the corners, I'm just going to fold this, each corner kind of in, like this. I find that this gives the better corners in the end. So now we've got the corners in. I'm really rushing guys because the light is fading fast. So now once again, I'm just going to cut and put all of these pieces on, and I will see you again when I've finished this part. Okay, here we are. Tape is all around the edges, and so now all I'm going to do is tight as I can, sort of fold in this, like that. Quite a nice tight fold up against the edge is what we're wanting. Move that. And here's hoping that when I flip it over, it will look great. Just really tightly trying to pull it up and fold it over. And this double-sided tape, like I said, is really nice and sticky. It holds it really, really well. So just this last part here, all folded up and turning it over. It looks pretty good. Like, it's a little lumpy and bumpy, but honestly, the cover was lumpy and bumpy to begin with. I wasn't going into this with a perfect cover. So that there is the front. The cover, it never had very pointed edges. This isn't perfect, but I'm happy with this. This is looking good. It's looking a heck of a lot better than the falling to bits cover that I had. While this is still a little bit, you know, wonky here and there, it's mine, and I'm happy with how this is turning out. This is looking good. So this is the end of this part, guys. I will be putting in some paper on the inside in the next part and reattaching the hymn book part of it into the middle. So until next time, guys, I'll see you later. If you like this video and you want to catch part 2, please subscribe. I'd love to see you back. Okay, bye guys.